I was born in Kerala, India. I love this country. The people, the language, the chaos, the calm, the contradictions. But like so many others, I had to leave. And I miss everything. The smell of rain on the misty hills, the sight of tea estates disappearing into the fog, and school kids running barefoot through muddy shortcuts, chai and steel tumblers at the old junction shop, paired with crispy banana fritters in banana leaf still hot from the pan. It's quiet, raw, real, and I miss it more than words can say. But here's the truth I've come to understand. I didn't leave because I didn't love home. I left because the system is designed that way, a system called Dependency Theory. Dependency theory explains why some countries got rich and why others like ours were kept poor. The global economy isn't fair. It never was. Rich countries dominate. They control production, technology, media, capital. Developing countries, we supply raw materials, cheap labor, and talent, and rarely get the credit or the returns. India exports cotton. Western brands turn it into 10,000 rupees shirts. Africa mines cobalt. The West builds billion-dollar EVs. The value leaves. The system stays. Dependency theory says this isn't a flaw. It's how global capitalism was designed to function. But the biggest export from countries like India isn't goods, it's people. Our brightest minds, doctors, engineers, designers, developers, they leave. Why? Because an engineer in India might earn 8 to 10 lakh rupees a year. That same job abroad, 1 crore rupees or more, plus cleaner air, better infrastructure, more opportunity. It makes sense on paper, but there's a hidden cost. Just as these young people finish school and start becoming productive citizens, they walk away. The country that raised them loses its investment, the future leaves, and the West gains everything: talent, labor, innovation, tax revenue. This isn't just theory. This affects your life. It's why opportunities feel limited, why jobs pay less, why things improve slowly, if at all. It's why you or someone you know had to leave, not for fun, but to survive, to grow. It's not about effort, it's about structure, a structure that sends value out and leaves you with less. So why doesn't this change? Because it works for them. Western nations need this system. They need cheap labor. They need high-skill migration. They need our resources without giving us control. They set the rules. They write the trade agreements. They own the infrastructure. Even US Vice President J.D. Vance admitted, globalization was never about equality. It was about control. That's the whole idea. Keep us producing, but not progressing. Keep us dependent, and stay in charge. But here's where the story gets interesting. Countries like China and India are finally rewriting the script. China moved beyond low-cost manufacturing. It now leads in EVs, AI, and global infrastructure. India is exploding in startups, services, tech, and space exploration. We're no longer just exporting labor, we're building our own industries. We're keeping talent, creating jobs, reclaiming value. And the West? Nervous. Tariffs, sanctions, fear. Because for the first time in modern history, the global South is pushing back. So where does this leave you and me? Maybe you're watching this from the Gulf, from Europe, from a new apartment in Canada, or maybe you're back in Kerala, thinking of leaving. Just know this, the system wasn't built for us to win, but that system is starting to fall apart. We're no longer stuck. We're starting to build. And maybe, just maybe, the next generation won't have to choose between home and hope. If this story resonated with you, hit like, share it with someone who's walked this same path, and subscribe, because it's time we understand how the world really works, not just with facts, but with feeling.